I didn't want to wear this hat, but it's a hair wash night and it's already almost 8 o'clock and I just don't have time to do all that. But I'm in the office right now. I'm trying to think of things to film and I'm thinking back to when I got engaged, and the only people I really told the story to were friends and family. But for everyone asking, no one is asking. I wanted to tell the story because I decided to document it back when it happened without the intention of just making a video about it. I just wanted to have it for us. Our engagement was, it's December right now, so in this upcoming May, this spring will be 2 years since we got engaged, and our wedding is in June of this year, so we'll be engaged barely over 2 years before we get married. Obviously it was a surprise. We had talked about what we wanted, not necessarily to do. We didn't discuss the details and like, I want you to do it at sunset and this, that, obviously give it away and you'd have a huge idea of what's happening when you are expecting that. We did talk about marriage. We talked about rings. We looked at rings together. I don't know if that's untraditional. We didn't buy them together or anything like that, but just wanted to know what we wanted and liked. Leah designed her ring and I knew exactly what it was. So we look at rings. A few months goes by. I actually had to open the door for the cat, so the lighting changed, or I changed where I'm sitting. That's why I didn't need to. Where was I? A few months goes by, we're going to Mexico, so we're starting to pack. Leah was asking me like, you're moving the whole desk, baby. Excuse me. She's asking me if she should bring anything dressy, like, I don't remember exactly what she said. Like, are we going to dinner? What are we doing? And I was like, there's not really a need for anything dressy, like we're just going to the beach, so just bring like everything casual. And I knew in the back of my mind she wasn't going to, because she overpacks and overpacks and overpacks, so I knew something was making its way into the suitcase. But it ended up being casual anyway, because that was just what happened. We took pictures together a few times on the vacation. I was like trying to subtly but not so subtly push it. You guys are really active. Yeah, active. I was doing it for a few days, so it wasn't like the first time I asked to do it, she was probably like, oh my God, it's gonna happen. So I just tried to do it every day we were there, so it was like nothing new. We're walking onto the beach and there is a couple that is off to the left. There were like these cement concrete podium looking things where you could have like a private dinner. As soon as we walk onto the beach, there's like nobody really there. As we're walking down there, I guess this couple was doing like something romantic, and there was a huge sign on the beach like as soon as we walked down the stairs. I don't remember what it said. I think it said love you, unless it said marry me. I don't remember. I'll put a picture of it. Well, it was really inconvenient because it wasn't mine and I wasn't doing something like that on purpose because I knew she'd probably not want all the attention. We were walking and I'm like, she's gonna think this is for her, like then she's gonna be like, oh my God, why would she do this? You know, I wouldn't like it. Finally, we are staring at it as we're walking, and we keep walking, and I just like ignored it. So we were taking the pictures together. I didn't pull out a ring, but I pulled out, I had a tote bag and I was like, I wrote something for you. I reach in my bag, I pull out my note that I wrote. At that point is when I think she knew what was going on, obviously. So I read her the note, the proposal happens. She said no and just felt really bad. No, she didn't. She said yes, obviously, or we wouldn't be here. I don't know where that note is. I wrote the note a few weeks before, so I was so nervous because I always have bad luck at the airport and like I'll get my bag searched or something. The one time that happened, I left like a sunscreen in there that was misplaced. So I'm like, oh my God, what if I forget like something in my bag, and we're standing next to each other and my bag gets pulled and then they pull the ring out of my bag. Like if they're like, oh, this is a suspicious box. Oh my God, sorry, I had to move it again. I had to delete something because my camera decided to be full while I was talking. Where was I? I'm always forgetting where I left off. Oh, TSA. So I wrote a note to leave in my bag and I attached it to the ring box and I was like, if you search my bag and see this note, this is an engagement ring. Do not pull this out of the bag. I put it in there as if they would listen to me. They'd probably be like, this is sus as f***. I'm taking it out and I'm gonna look at it, and then it would have been ruined. I would have just had to do it right then and there in the airport to not ruin the surprise. So I guess it would have been even more surprising had TSA initiated it for me. So that was pretty much the whole story of it actually happening. There was no reason that I proposed first. Obviously I wanted to, but there was no real reason aside from the fact that Leah made it known from the rip. Even when we were getting to know each other, she wanted to be proposed to first. So did I, but you know, we made sacrifices for ones that we love. So I sucked that one up and went first, which at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. That was how it went. Yeah, thank you for listening to me ramble. I wanted to put that out there because I think I made a TikTok and a reel about it. It was just like super out of the blue, a random post that I hadn't posted in a long time. So I figured why not come and yap about it. Let me know if you want some more story time type of videos, or if you want something else. If you have any ideas or specific things that everyone's into and wants to see, let me know. But thank you for watching. Thank you for yapping with me, and I'll see you next time.